All right, y'all. You are now tuned in to an episode of Carefree Black Girl Podcast, where we discuss all things carefree, black, and girl. Okay, y'all, we are sitting up in here looking like we reporting the news, right? I'm Quana. Q money on the track. I don't know. I don't have it yet. Your producer that does everything. I'll pass it off to my girl, Dr. Phoenix. We'll start it in first.
Hello, it's your girl, Dr. Phoenix Slugs, your therapy fantasy baddie, blur historian, here live in action to report Black girl news. And I'm going to pass it off to the lovely Hazel Harvey.
You know the story.
Yeah.
It's your girl, Hazel Harvey, the realest of the real and the doll of the hour. We are so excited because we're going to be getting some things today, okay?
All right. So we kicking it off real good. I just want to ask y'all, how is y'all May? It's going to be May. It's May
And
now.
it's gonna be May.
How's y'all beginning of May? It's only my second day here.
May is cute. May is giving flowers. The girls are getting their flowers and stuff. So it's giving cute. Like, I'm enjoying May.
I'm scared. You know, every time, knock on granite.
This is marble, babe.
Marble.
This is marble.
Ooh,
There
knock
is
on
literally
marble.
no wood anywhere.
Right there.
Y'all can't see it. It's wood. It's wood. Just trust me. I'm hopeful for May. But this year has been so unpredictable. I feel like we be going through crisis circle, news crisis circle, tea. Like, I'm hopeful for May.
We gonna be hopeful.
Yeah.
We already came in kind of losing, but we will discuss that in probably another episode. But yeah, so we gonna kick it right off, y'all. So this month, like Dr. Phoenix said, it's been a lot going on. But ultimately, we have people who have worked hard to stay on the right side of history, even when they don't feel like they are. Shout out to our Carefree Black Girl of the Week. Drum roll, please.
Nail tap.
Theo Tap. Phoenix, take it away.
Dr. Raquel Martin. She is our Carefree Black Girl of the Week. She is really like that when it comes to mental health. She is a licensed clinical psychologist,
Amen.
teacher, researcher. She is not just a mental health content creator.
At all.
Her content comes from her work. And I just, especially from doctor to doctor, who really is in the field, want to give her flowers and give love her way. A lot of times people don't understand that gatekeeping and accountability is a part of the rigor of our profession. So it's not just a job, it's a profession. And when we don't have structure and people feel like they can say what they want to say, that discredits our profession. And in the Black community, we already have enough trouble with that.
Yes.
People are very distrusting of systems in general, as they should be. So when people like Dr. Raquel Martin enter the field, enter these systems, do research, she started a whole thing about Burn the Cape, where she does free work for Black women and talking about rest. And then y'all are saying she don't have the right to gatekeep another professional who's supposed to do it.
Right.
If anybody's supposed to do it, it got to be the people who actually are trained, research, and have done the work on every scale. And that's one thing I want to say. If y'all don't know the backstory on here, is her name Dr. Bryant?
Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
Dr. Cheyenne Bryant basically has spoken highly and has pretty much boasted and bragged about how she doesn't follow the traditional rules that other therapists follow. And I'm gonna just be real. A lot of it is a money grab. 50 minutes, 30 minutes with her starts at $300-$400. So a lot of this stuff, when people talk about not following rules, is so they can be unethical, so they can overcharge, so they can give false information. So that's why things are in place, so that people aren't walking around here paying $300, $400, $500 for a consultation. This is before somebody even gets to your diagnosis. First of all, somebody who don't know what they're talking about gets to your diagnosis. So that's just the crazy part about it. So shout out to the people who really know what they're talking about.
And are ethical. Because even if you're not licensed, you could be ethical. And that tells me no shade, no tea, but when is the last time you read your ethics? We are required to give access, like almost down to bartering, to make sure that our services are accessible. As you see, Dr. Raquel Martin has something where she gives information and it's free, it's accessible. I personally, for my practice, always make sure that I have 2 slots of clients that can get not 1 or 2 sessions free, like a whole year. And that may not seem a lot, but
That's a
if
lot,
it is
girl.
especially a non-binary, trans femme, trans mass Black person, if they come to me and something happens, I try to do everything I can so I don't disrupt treatment. And it is our responsibility to balance that out. And y'all have no clue the amount of work it goes into balancing that. And then for somebody just to say like, oh, you just, you get licensed to bill, just to bill insurance. It's being intellectually dishonest. That's what I'll say.
Did you have something to say, Hazel? Okay, because I feel like we are in a intellectual dishonesty era, and because of the leader of the free world allegedly right now, in the way that they're behaving, I think that everybody thinks that they can behave the same way, and we got to stop that. And so one thing you said, we got to get back to gatekeeping. I'm that way about a lot of things. Carefree Black girl, I'm sorry. I've been gatekeeping it down. Ballroom, I'm sorry. You cannot go. Everybody can't come. Because it's to the point where all this access is ruining culture in a way.
It should be.
It's ruining culture. It's ruining education. And it's ruining people's success.
Yeah, and people don't understand that gatekeeping is not bad when it's acted properly. Yeah. If you gatekeep me because I'm Black, that's wrong. If you gatekeep me because I say, I want to be a therapist because I give good advice, and I ain't never been to any formal school, any training, any supervision, and you say, no, ma'am, that's not bad gatekeeping.
That's not.
Like, y'all got to understand the difference.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all have to understand the difference between othering and gatekeeping. And I gatekeep Solon and Black culture. I'm very serious. I don't play about that. I gatekeep mental health, especially when it comes to Black people. I have been in situations and positions where it's like, oh, we cool. Yeah, we cool. But you don't be fucking doing your work and writing your papers. And now I'm over interns. I'm definitely gonna report this because you not about to go out in this field
and look a fool
and harm people.
Okay.
Well, I was looking at something lately. I don't know. This is a side. It was called like Beef on Netflix, and the new series, her husband was like committing malpractice, and because she was rich, she like let it go, and like they were finding all these excuses to blame like the clients and blame the receivers versus the person that was like doing the thing. So I feel like that's what era we're in. Like, it's like, oh, well, she should have did this or she should have did that. Y'all shouldn't be paying her. But it's like, no, girl, she should be on these big platforms, Dr. or Miss Bryan, whoever you are, giving out this wrong information.
And just like there's nothing wrong with life coaching. Let me say that. But a life coach cannot assess or diagnose you. I do life coaching, but I am very, very, very clear. And it is on my website. I have a whole fact page about this is counseling, this is life coaching.
Gotcha.
If you need counseling, you cannot do life coaching. If you want life coaching, we will not be discussing any diagnoses, any assessments. We can work on goals. And some people just need that. And if you feel like you're somebody, I don't need a diagnosis, I just need somebody to talk to, get a life coach. And that's fine. But don't be deceitful about life coaching. Like, she's trying to say they're synonymous in the same thing, and legally they cannot be. You can't say I practice without a license. No, ma'am. You can't do that.
You can't do that at all.
No shame.
You can't, and you don't want somebody that doesn't have any oversight. They tell you have schizophrenia without a license, and then they're missing appointments, or they say something inappropriate and you don't have nobody to report it to. Okay? That's what licensing boards do too. It's not just about mandated reporting. Instead of going to the internet and saying how bad your therapist is, report their ass to their board. See? That's what a license is. It's free. It's free. You fill it out, they're going to get a full investigation, And if they get enough complaints, they're going to get their license taken. And if y'all want to see this proliferation of like bad faith professionals reduce, do that. You could do your part. And we're going to do our part and gatekeep it.
Listen, whether you're renting or paying a mortgage, one of your biggest monthly expenses should be working harder for you. That's where Built comes in. Built is a membership that earns you reward points for every housing payment where you live. Built started out rewarding its members on their rent, but as of 2026, you can now earn points on your mortgage. Yes, every housing payment earns you points you can use on top flights with top partners like United, Hyatt, Lyft, and even Amazon purchases. Now for me, I'll be saving my Built points towards a rent credit. Let's get those bills down, y'all. The rent is just too high. But here's the most underrated part. Built members get access to a neighborhood concierge. They can make restaurant reservations, book their fitness classes, and find local spots, all while being rewarded more than 45,000 merchant partners. It's like having a personal assistant baked into your lifestyle. It's simple. Being a renter or being a homeowner, it's just better with Built. Join the membership for where you live. That's joinbuilt.com/CFBG. That's joinbilt.com/CFBG. And be sure to use our URL so they can know that we sent you. I'm a housewives girly. That's my guilty pleasure. I know. So I watch almost every franchise. In the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, it's a thing going on right now between Amanda. She is a life coach and she sells like booklets. And then you have Bose St. John, who is a world-renowned marketing guru. And on the reunion, something happened where Andy was like, she was saying that she had like short tenures at a lot of the jobs she had or whatever. Andy was like, oh, you had short tenures as CMO? I thought that was like a long-term job, in a way that kind of like dismisses the fact that, one, she's a highly paid CMO, meaning like Bo St. John is the reason why we have Apple Music the way it is now. She's the reason why we have like Netflix so black. Like these aren't CMO jobs where she's getting like $200K. No, these are like $2 million contracts or whatever. And so the issue on the show was that Bose and this girl, Amanda, they clash a lot. But I think it's because you have, again, somebody who literally has a skilled earned job versus somebody who essentially like sells skills. Amanda was also in the cult, a religious cult. So a lot of her teachings in her life coachings are rooted in those same teachings. And you have to research it yourself to form your own opinion. But they were trying to say, oh, Bose, you're not successful because you tried to sell a marketing book and it didn't do well. But Bose is like, I am successful because I am the marketing guru. Like, I've been paid for this. While I may not be able to sell a book, people pay me millions of dollars for this. And literally you saw Andy, another man, try to dismiss this. But I think that what's happening here is we reward people for like how they look on jobs versus like actually doing the job. Desirability politics, yep. Right? And I think that leads me to the main conversation of the day. So before we get into this next topic, we want to give y'all a trigger warning. We are talking about things that are heavy, that deal with death, murder, and things of that nature. In short, we will be discussing Black femicide. So if you are at this point of the episode and you have triggers with this conversation, it will be a great time to tune off. We will be talking about this topic for about 12 minutes. So if you want to skip it and come back, feel free to do so. Love y'all. So I'm going to let my good sister, Dr. Phoenix, explain what femicide is and how it's affecting Black women.
Yes. So in earlier seasons, we talked a little bit about Black femicide and if for those who haven't watched the episode, you still should. But as a refresher, Black femicide is the death of Black women, typically as a result of intimate partner violence or some form of intimate partner violence. It was coined by Rosa Page, and it is one of our ultimate health disparities. The reason why it should be looked at as a health concern is because it literally is the cost of Black women's lives. And over the past few weeks, we have seen so many Black women fall into Black femicide and lose their lives. And the unfortunate thing about it is people debating what they could have done differently, instead of what we as a culture
Need to do.
can do differently. Black women are about 45% of Black women in their lifetime will experience some form of intimate partner violence or assault. And about 90% of Black women who die by intimate partner violence know their killer. So this isn't just a random, some TV show, some boogeyman in the corner.
Yeah.
This is community harm that's happening. And the reason it's important is when we have these very tiring discussions on social media about men and women and who's wrong and who's right, men need to understand women expressing their complaints or displeasures with men does not lead to death.
It does not. Somebody saying they got an issue with you should not cause you to want to silence them in the ways that it has been going. It's truly a conversation, and the misogyny is causing people to think that just because somebody is speaking up saying, hey, why did you cheat on me? Or why did you do this? It's like an automatic violence. You know what I mean? And even if you feel like you, I don't know, are angry or you want to do something to somebody, you don't have to do it. Like, what do people gain? They attack their wives, they kill these people, they ruin generations, and then that leaves us with what? What did it leave you with? Nothing.
And I think people truly need to understand, like, it's a false equivalency. Black women getting online saying, like I said before, niggas ain't shit, hate this nigga,
Right.
I can't stand niggas, I'm a misandrist. There is no evidence or statistical data that there is murders of Black men by their partners at the rate that Black women are getting murdered by people they care about. It is literally an ultimate disparity. So when y'all think it's cute to be saying shit like free Tory and talking about all this stuff, it literally
I'm sorry, that got
leads-
me heated. People are really still saying free Tory after we have already told y'all Megan ain't took him to court on her own. The state of California did that.
It
So if y'all would be
literally-
mad at anybody, be mad at the state.
And it's sad because I also think in a way, had tap on wood, but not even to put it out the universe. But y'all know where I'm getting.
Yeah,
to.
we gotta get
If
no,
the
you-
result was different that night in a
Yes.
different way, then really would it still be free Tory?
It wouldn't be. Because it takes for us to not be able to speak up
I
for
honestly don't know
ourselves.
if it
So
would be,
sometimes people
Quana.
can
Not to cut you. Because
Oh my God, I would hope that these people.
Because what I'm about to say, rest in peace to Dr. Serena Fairfax.
Oh my God, yes.
When her husband
Oh my God,
did
you're
what
right.
he did, the way men was talking about his mental health, like he ain't slaughtered his wife and left their two boys without parents. I was very
I was
triggered. I had to
mortified by the
the
amount of
internet.
people that I knew or, just came across that were posting RIP to him. And I'm like, is this the man who killed his wife? No RIP to her. Press to her. Press to the children. No RIP to him. He's getting everything he deserves. Actually, he got off too good for me.
easily.
You know what I mean? And it's just, it really was, and you really did see people really have a lack of regard. And I saw somebody arguing back and forth with their aunt on a post. This is still my frat brother. I have to honor his life. And the aunt said blatantly, fuck him.
No
Because,
shame.
fuck him.
honor his life.
But I
after
could
he
not believe
took
that you're
hers.
telling your aunt, and then somebody said, do you know that your uncle so-and-so, used to abuse your aunt? That's why she was under this post. That really could hurt her. He's like, oh, I didn't know. Why do you have to know in order to care? That's always my thing, is like, why do we not care about stuff until it's like not Black women, Black femmes, Black cis, non-binary trans women, we always show up. So this ain't us. But for everybody else, why does it always have to be, oh my God, now I got a daughter, I understand. Oh my God, you had to tell me. No, it's like, baby, y'all gotta tap in. Because if you don't tap in, you kind of being complacent. For real, you are actually a part of the problem.
Yeah.
And if you go on a Chris Brown concert, you are very complacent. And I am disappointed in you, especially if you're a black woman, fembe,
Don't judge these girls,
non-binary.
but I am judging you.
Really?
Like,
Well, the girls say Rihanna forgave him, so.
But that's the thing, and
but
that's
he's done so much more.
And I don't want to have this conversation be about Chris Brown.
Just
But
saying.
we got to do it. We got to do it. So I have an article on my page. It goes viral every year. It has over 10 years of history of Chris Brown and his violence. And then with Karrueche, who has a 5-year restraining order that has been upgraded to a lifetime restraining order. In his last baby mama, reports paid off. This is not isolated. It did not stop or end with Rihanna. He assaulted Frank Ocean at parking lot that time over a parking space and was calling him all types of F words and stuff. I remember, and it's on my page. It goes viral every year. Quanta MC on X. It's a thread, a well-written article about the timeline of Chris Brown's abuse. He even got into it with Usher. Because Usher tried to stop him from disrespecting Tiana Taylor after she told him she no longer wants to work with him on his tour because of his treatment towards her.
And now they're
on tour together. And that's what lets me know I love my black men from infinity to infinity, but y'all are still the weakest links.
Y'all morals are for sale. And for black women who are keeping this light-skinned 40-year-old who is humping the floor afloat, what do you gain from giving money to somebody who wouldn't spit on you if you was on fire?
Yeah,
He wouldn't even let you in his club section, sis.
That's why
unless
him
you
and,
gave him $1,000.
Tokyo Vanity had got into it.
You didn't look a certain way.
Yeah, well, that's why him and Tokyo Vanity got into it because she was saying that he was telling them that they couldn't get in his section when they were literally just like walking past. She's a heavy set rapper from New Orleans.
I remember that.
And she was pissed off.
And she called him
kept
powderhead.
saying they was over there being like telling them that they can't get in the section. She said she wasn't even trying to get over there in their section. But he made it clear. The black girls, those dark skinned or whatever girls can't get over here. Fuck you, nigga. Like, what? She was called, what she said, Powder Brown?
Chris Powderhead Brown.
Yeah.
But listen, I think that when we do these things where like, oh, they're so talented, oh, they're so this, and we forget about the harm that they've done, it ruins generations. It sends the wrong message to young women, and it sends the wrong message to young men.
Talent should not negate responsibility. Talent is a privilege, and if you can make a living off of your talent, even more of a privilege, because that's very hard. And the moment you don't understand that and you violate community, it should be a wrap.
Right.
It should be a wrap.
And also, I would just say too, like, just remember that famous R&B singer that they glorified for years. I mean, like, he was in trial and he got away with it. And then years later, now he's a felon? Yeah, he's a felon. So
You need to be on death row.
I would just say, just be careful of who y'all glorify, because years will come out later of the truth. And it's like, oh my God, I loved him so much. I never missed a tour. I never missed a show. And then years later, the secrets come out.
Yeah.
But back to femicide. With femicide too, I also want to mention the dolls.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
when it comes to the dolls, like, it's a very like I don't know if I don't know the statistics and I don't know the everything like that, but like even like I know some women not put trans women in the femicide conversation.
So some people
even if it's
don't.
open to, some people don't. And the reason I wanted to bring it up too, because it's like we go through the same goddamn thing. And that's why I be so confused why women are just such this hate, because we literally go through the same struggles. Just because I choose to do something different in my lifestyle. And yeah, we are different, but we still go through the same struggles. I just kind of wanted to bring that up because like baby, the dolls, bitch, we get.
No, you could safely
we get
say
the tomato.
It's a deeper statistic. It's even
you could safely say black
you could
trans
safely say
women.
1 in 4. It says 1 in 4 trans women are most likely murdered by their partners or some person they've been in contact with. And for black women, it's like 1 in 8.
Yeah.
So it's like.
But It's significantly worse for Black
significantly
trans
worse.
women.
Yes.
And then, like this same week, I'm trying to pull up the name of the young lady who was murdered by
Was it Devon?
Devonna or something like. I'm gonna look it up right now to get her name. And please excuse me to her family. But I do want to shed light on her story because we so often do this thing where, oh, this person was tricked or he didn't know. This man broke bread with her family, was around her nieces and nephews, and then went back to the house and murdered her. And her and her sister are best friends. And y'all have to understand that just because somebody is trans, non-binary or something, there are people in this world that still love them. And even if
Yes.
people don't love them, it does not mean that you can harm them because you're feeling away. People are like, oh, maybe he had a second thought, or maybe he was whatever. And it always goes back to his mental health.
Yes.
What about her nieces and nephews that
Thank
grew
you.
up with TT, who they
Thank
saw
you.
every day? Her sister was like, she picks my kids up from school every day.
Thank you.
What is going to happen now? And we keep doing this thing. We're putting the blame on the victim, well, what is it that she said? Or what is it that they do? You don't have to do anything to somebody who is set out to harm you. And that's what I need y'all to understand. Listen close. You don't have to do anything to make someone who wants to harm you. You could just be sitting there quiet. That'll tick them off.
And I just want to say one thing. Trans women do not have to trick men into their bed. And let's stop acting like, let's not do that.
Okay.
And secondly, even if by some astronomical chance he was tricked, the result isn't that you killed that woman.
Thank you.
And that's what y'all need to understand.
Thank you.
And I'm glad you brought it up because Black trans women definitely are a part of the Black femicide conversation because they're women. And Black cis women who are trying to other trans women, I need y'all to first get some help.
Yeah.
I'm tired of being
No
nice.
shade.
Because the same women, the same men that are harming them are harming us. Just because you are cis does not protect you from a systemic violence and health disparity.
Thank you. And also, like I say, and that's what I just want that message to get out. It's like, as women, like, I need to let that hurt go. Cause I hate that it's always the topic of like, oh, it's because you didn't tell them. Imagine there's a good percentage of women who are mothers that don't tell men that they have kids when they first meet them. And just imagine he wants to harm you because you were a mother and he has mommy problems. I didn't like my mom. I don't like the fact that you're a mom, so I'm gonna harm you because you're a mom. Like, that just doesn't make sense.
I just don't think that somebody walking down the street with the sun to their back and wind in their hair, minding their own business, has to explain their existence to somebody that's attracted to them.
Thank you.
And I have grown. I'm mid-30s. I'm closer to 40 than most. I have been around trans women and men for decades. And there's a very small percentage who don't care to share. But most people are going to protect themselves before they get in the space of being harmed. So this narrative has got to stop. These people know what they're doing. They know who they're dealing with. It's public shame that they're afraid of. And it's in the
And
situation,
violence.
and violence that it goes both sides. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And men, again, don't like to piss men off, but they'll piss everybody else
So yeah,
off.
so women, support men, fuck you, get your fucking life together. Anyways, I also want to give a message out to my girls because, and y'all can also give out your messages to Black women as well about things that they should look out for to, run. Because, baby, this isn't just a little, oh, he just did this because he was a mad. No, baby. Run. Because you never know what's going to happen in the future. But from my girls, I want y'all to realize, like, we need to stop messing with DL men. I know that y'all love a good DL man. No shit, I love a good DL man too. But, like, if a man cannot be fully happy with themselves, like, that's usually what it leads to. Like, when we have the stories of trans women getting harmed by their men or their sneaky links, whatever you want to call it, it's usually because, like, they're not happy with themselves. Like, the fact that you could be sitting up here boot up with your man in private and in y'all room, and he's scared that, oh, I don't want no cameras. I want no cameras. I don't want none of this. I want you on your phone. Like, I don't want to go out with you. you have to take that step to like let that go. So I really feel like just stop messing with those DL men. If he cannot take you out on a date, if he cannot take you around his family and his friends, just leave him alone. It's not worth it. Trust me, because that's really what it kind of leads down to. And ladies, just always stay strapped, always stay prepared, because you never know what a man is going to do to you. And so, yeah, and just don't trust too easily. Like I said, they got to earn that trust. And if they just can't be fully open with you, it's not worth it. Your life is way worth more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a message too. I would say, my message is so deep, and it's going off of kind of what you said. Because I know we talk about who deserves to be respected, and I know I had this as a conversation piece. When it comes down to like femicide, trans women, sex workers, they're always going to question if something happens to you. So y'all know Madame, Mrs. Valentine, look her up. But I would say for my working girls, I don't dom as much anymore. And then being a dominatrix is a different sex work than a lot of other sex works, but it's all the same spectrum. Because I know somebody in the comments going to be like, well, you're not selling pussy, so this doesn't matter.
No,
but it all matters. Safety matters. I definitely feel like if people can't give you their information, like that's a red flag. People don't want to give you their information. If they don't want to like share their real name, if they don't want to, honestly, if they don't want to pay you nothing up front, that's a red flag. Because anybody that don't want to like compensate you, they're probably going to try to do something crazy.
Do not negotiate your price.
Do not negotiate your raise. If somebody's negotiating already from the beginning, that person is probably looking to do something to you in person. Getting angry on the phone. Those are the main red flags for me. Not sharing information, not wanting to compensate you, and getting angry very quickly. If you're on the phone with somebody and you got a certain requirement, a vetting process, y'all know what y'all call it, the working girls, if they're trying to get outside of that and they're getting angry and all this other stuff, that's not a client you want. Because I tell you something, I've had a situation, it hasn't happened in a while, but like over like 5-6 years ago, where this guy, he was just really super aggressive. And the day that I saw him, because I'm a dominatrix, my job is to dominate. He kept doing things to like try to like get me to get mad or whatever. And I'm not used to that with my clients. My clients are very submissive. They're not trying to like bait me. They're not trying to test the boundaries. And so I immediately was like, you know what? I'm gonna end this session. And I posted about it. On the forums or whatever, I warned the other black girls. I was like, it's a black man. I think that he tries to book us so that he can like test doms or whatever. And lo and behold, a week later, somebody calls me trying to get this information. I was trying to, because they're like, hey, he said he saw you. I was like, baby, I banned him. Do not take that client. The young lady, I kid you not, must not have taken my advice. 2 days later, I see an article where she was missing. Then when she's found, was without food for 2-3 days, nose broken, all this stuff. And now, like, I tried to reach out to her, everything's wiped, right? So this happened like 4 or 5 years ago. Wow. And it's like, we can't go about hearing these stories again. And now this is not nobody's story. I don't think anybody that has had anything happen to them recently, this is their story. But even if you have an inkling about somebody else, take it to heed. And again, whether you're a sex worker, whether you dress like a hoe, whether you are trans, whether you're non-binary, whether you're homeless, poor, rich, whatever, try to protect yourself, because a person that's looking to violate you and harm you, they don't care. You could be the most educated, you could be the most whatever, and they could be the most educated, they could be the most decorated. Y'all,
don't matter.
Again, film that stuff if y'all can. They're harming you. Keep a paper trail. Tell somebody if you can. Even if people don't believe you, keep a trail, because a freaking leopard, it never really changes those spots.
It will eat your face.
And they will eat your face.
I think my red flag, especially for heteronormative black women, stop tolerating y'all boyfriends and stuff being homophobic and trans and whorephobic. Like, it's a red flag if I ever seen one, because just because you are not a part of that community, he should not have that much violence for something he say he don't care about.
Disgust and vitriol for something that
like
has nothing to do with
not
you.
Good for any person you're with to have specific hatred for a part of humanity that's not harming them. That's fucking weird.
Yeah,
That's fucking weird. And I hold myself accountable. I can't be with no man that's transphobic. I'm not being with no fucking man that's homophobic. And I'm not being around no family members that do that shit either. Advocacy starts at home and safety starts at home. Start holding the people in your life accountable. And if they can't even tolerate some people, most of them you don't have nothing to do with existing, that's a red flag. Why do you have that much hate in your heart? And like you said, stay strapped up. Y'all stop trying to soothe these men's egos. If he start talking crazy and you need to get somebody to beat his ass. Your life matters more than his mental health if he's the one to make you choose between the two.
But that's the thing, and I don't want to drag the conversation, but I do want to give it the proper attention too, because it's like, why is it always a mental health issue after the harm is done? Is nobody saying, hey, go get this help before? And if people know that these people have these mental issues, mothers, big sisters, because I'm a big sister too. Mm-hmm. And I tell motherfucking the second, you need to go get some motherfucking help, because this ain't right. Why can't we start the tapping on the mental health before it's too late?
I can
Because
tell
now
you why,
everybody
but
identifies it, right? And we see it.
I can tell you
But
why,
if-
but they're going to be mad.
Tell me why. Tell me
I
why.
can tell you why. And they going to light my ass up. But I don't give a fuck.
Say what you gotta
For
say.
these streets. Most black men do not care about their mental health until they get in trouble and to avoid accountability. They do not care about their mental health until they can offer it up as an excuse. They don't care. They don't care.
Wait to start here, because
These niggas can be angry all day
I'm
life.
arming my daughters.
Yeah.
If I ever have one, if I'm ever so fortunate, hell, my niece is about to be in training starting next week. I already told one of them, listen, we got to teach you how to aim for the gusto, because these people, and they're getting younger and more violent younger, and that's what
They're getting
scary.
desensitized.
And everybody's desensitized. Like we're rolling back on a lot of things. I wish we could like mandate mental health like sessions in elementary, middle school, high school, 30 minutes a week. Like I wish that we could get to a point where it was like a requirement, because it's too much with social media, with all the violence in the games.
Like when you do your physical, your
Yeah,
psych,
your physical-
a psych evaluation. Like, you know,
Psych-evaluation,
before you
yeah.
go on a show, like a TV show or something, they do a psych evaluation to make sure you're prepared to do something.
problem is people say mental health is important, but they think it's something that's optional.
Yeah,
they see it
it's
as a
not.
luxury.
It's not.
Like they feel like I can live without it, and they don't see that it is it deters your quality of life. And I think you're right. We should incorporate mental health in schools, especially for some of these professions. Like I've always said, cops should have quarterly psycho evaluations.
Quarterly, like every 4 months, baby, I need you going to see the lady.
Because you're carrying a
Like,
gun.
We only want to do it when they actually
Did something.
you know, did
Afterwards.
something to somebody, and I was like, oh yeah, you gotta go, like, you know, make sure we good. No, it should be quarterly. But also before I go, I'll leave this topic. I do want to send a message out to these medias. I wish we can, like, you know, post more and speak about trans women, you know, and femicide and stuff like that when it comes to those situations. But do not post it for clickbait or for rage bait. Well, rage bait is what I meant, and viewership. Because I realize that's really the only thing y'all do. Like, it be like these fake shade rooms, fake media outlets, like just posting a post and just gaining monetization. And y'all post trans women and don't even respect their pronouns. Y'all post trans women, don't even respect their names. Y'all say their dead names versus the name that they go by now. And y'all excuse is always, oh, well, that's how it was read in the when they identified her, because she didn't get her name changed or her, like, you know, and her birth certificate changed. So if y'all just, and also y'all let the comments just roll with hate. Y'all don't censor it. Y'all don't block it. Y'all don't post it just to spread awareness. Y'all post it
Right.
for rage bait.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's pissing me the fuck off because y'all do that shit and it's so fucking annoying. If y'all gonna do it, censor it. You clearly know that there's gonna be people saying, "Oh yeah, that's a da da da," and she tricked him, and da 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 da, and that's a he, that's a him.
True.
Censor it, or just don't post it at all. Stop posting it for your monetization. It's posted because you really want to spread awareness.
Yeah, stop asking about people's thoughts on people's real lives.
People's real lives. I feel like I saw a few people that did a good job. It actually surprised me. I'm not gonna lie. Ebony, y'all actually surprised me. Y'all was one of the first people that dropped the article and included everybody, every single person that was affected by femicide in the month of April, and it really, y'all ate that. Y'all ate that one little thing. But all these the shade room, what is it? Sweet tea from this city, that city. I hate those pages. Oh my God. Like they
Charlotte T.
Charlotte Letitia.
Not interested.
Not interested.
I hear not interested so fast.
Yeah, and RIP to my homegirl Quenisha. She actually was murdered in the Carolina area by a man. I think it was the year before last. That she was dealing with, same situation. They was breaking up. He ends up shooting her. All these Charlotte lit pages posting all this information. Like, do y'all think she tricked him? No. Let me tell you something. Buddy knew what was going on a whole long time. And when everything, he's on trial now, but when everything comes out, may her soul rest in peace, and may everybody who was in those comments be vindicated, because it's going to be a public trial and y'all are going to see it. So again, all this DL, all this trying to get rid of people because y'all don't want y'all stories told. Everybody has a hand in the issues, and we'll be here all day if I start getting to them. But Black women, you do not own these men. There's no amount of you caping for them, trying to fix them that's going to help. We have to let them live and do what they're going to do. And we have to stop judging each other for making mistakes that we either don't see or we don't want to see. And that's all I got to say about that. Again, I want to just pray for everybody, all the families of the victims who've been affected this year. Y'all, it's getting rough out here. The economy is bad. People are getting angry. So let's please do our best to protect ourselves. And if y'all need help, I'll be dropping some links in the comments.
Yes. And also, I think we should do a moment of silence. Yes. And also before too, for my bystanders, also say something. Speak
Please.
up. If you see something, don't just try to be like, oh, well, she doesn't feel comfortable. I don't want to make them feel comfortable. Say something.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who you say it to. If you see a Black woman in a relationship and you see some signs that you don't feel is right, say something.
And you're not a girl's girl if you're not a trans girl's girl.
Thank you. All right, moment of silence. All right, y'all. So now for our topic, we are doing our hot or not. Hot or not. You know, we're going to just name some music, movies, TV shows, gossip. And we're going to give it a hot or a not. All right, so first on our list, the baby. The girls that went solo, and why is it giving like they both release it at the same time?
Versus.
They really are. So we got a versus here, y'all. So we got JT with her new song, Numb. And then we have Young Miami with her new song, Spin That. So we're going to first start with Numb and give it a hot or not. 3, 2, 1.
Not.
Hot. Oh. I see what kind of room this is. Let me
I'll be real. Sit down. Because I got lots to say.
Okay, what's T with Numb? Why you ain't like
I think that JT is cosplaying ballroom and cunt music, and it's not coming across for me.
Ooh, okay. And you?
I feel like they gonna say you say this because you're a therapist. I feel like you need to go to therapy because something isn't aligning with her
as a person. It's not. It's
her
not.
music
is not.
Yeah, because it may be ballroom. Because for me, I thought she was trying to do like all fashion Black girl.
I think that she's in New York
Yeah.
and she's got a taste of seeing different types of people. Tell you what it is. You know, it happens.
Yeah.
I believe it. But within this, you got to find your own thing. She's a Florida girl, and it's something that she could have created within that scene. So, like,
She really.
I don't
killed
like.
him.
I don't want to compare people. Everybody has to evolve. I think that when we look at artists who evolve into who they are, they just evolve. Like Cardi B was Brimnisha. You know what I mean? Brim Reaper. Doechii was a Florida girl, and then they both evolved very quickly into the fashion girlies they are. But I just think that there's a disconnect with me and JT and with the music. And I usually am the first one to rally behind the dark-skinned rapper, but none of it makes me feel fab. None of it makes me feel cunt. And I feel like I know cunt and I know fab, and it just does not give, like, it's just so...
I feel like she needs to take a sabbatical and just
figure out who
really
she
like,
is.
be in.
All right, we
culture.
done.
Not,
Okay.
not too much. Not too much.
too much.
Olivia.
Excuse me.
I loved it. I love the sound. I love this direction she like because I liked Girls Gone Wild too. It's just like this new sound and era that she's going into. I do like it. One thing I did not like, and it's so funny because Miss Doctor reminded me of what Dr. Phoenix said when we had did Hot or Not on her album, where she was like, she's just like so like cocky, and like she always talk about like being cocky. What I didn't like is in this song, he talked about like this fake, like I ain't never been a fake bitch, never, and fake bitches. I'm like, wait, you said that in Sideways. Like, who was these fake bitches? Now I see why Young Miami thought you was shading her on the low, because it's like, girl, who are these fake bitches you keep talking about?
It's giving real
I
avoiding.
did
Like, who you talking about?
and I'm excited for the new album. But let's go to Miss Carisha. I'm excited to hear what y'all gonna say about her. So Miss
I
Young
don't know why
Miami,
you expect
spin
it so
that.
much.
3, 2, 1.
Not. I just think that
Baby.
I'm gonna say
It's
not
a-
with an asterisk.
Okay,
it's
okay.
not
So
working. It's not working. City Girls worked as a duo. Together, their flaws show too much. Young Miami, you need a writer. My little niece raps better than that.
Okay.
I put an asterisk because I'm on TikTok, even though they ruining the app, but I'm a TikTok girl. In the comments, they was like, if you put this shit on 1.5 speed, it sounds so much better.
It did.
And I
It
did.
did.
And
It
I
did.
was like, oh, okay, spin that shit.
So maybe if she get like a little K Tronada remix on it, it might work.
But
So
as it is, no ma'am.
I am
I
shocked
saw that comment too.
because the people are the same ones that had hated Tea Time, right? The two finger touching.
I
They
hated
that
it.
song, right? But everybody loves this song.
No, they don't.
No, they do. I swear to God. Like
Maybe they're listening to it on 1.5.
like the comments and stuff that I'm seeing is like people actually really like this song. They're like, "Oh, Carisha, like, this is actually cute for you." Like, I'm gagging because I did not like it either. And she even said it. She was like, "Y'all want everything sped up all the time, but I guess I'm gonna give it to y'all because that's what y'all want."
She was in the comments. That
Yeah.
tripped me out. She was like, I thought I was doing good, but I
But no, people do like the song.
I gotta-
though. Like,
well,
everybody
it's
keeps
a
about
not for
spin
me.
that shit. Spin that shit.
Oh,
And I'm just like, I
1.5.
can't get with it. So, but you like what we're saying about them, like they're not better as, because now, like, you know, both ladies are solo now. They're both dropping projects this year. So how do you feel like their solo career is going to go? Do you feel like they need to get back together, or
They need to get back together. I don't think that. I
agree.
only from me, y'all, speaking from a brown girl, I was 110% to prepare to support JT when she came home. But I think alone, she's not, in audio, we call it a lead. She doesn't give me main character energy. I think that together they work. Like Carisha is a likable personality. JT could be a good artist. I think that she still needs direction, and when people don't, I guess, take direction, I don't know what you can do. But the City Girl solo is not working for me. I hate it.
I don't think their solo careers are going to be nearly as successful as they could have been as the City Girls. And I don't want to get off too much of a tangent, but I feel like that's a problem a lot in our community. We want to be the one, and we want to have it, and it got to be us. And we end up breaking apart things that could take us so far. Because I think people loved.
I could reach out and touch you right now. Cause oh God, it's the me.
Yeah,
me,
it's
me,
like
me.
people loved the City Girls. We
Yeah.
knew y'all as like, y'all sold us as like these young fly best friends, you know, scamming on the niggas, doing that. And now it's like y'all identities are weird, separate.
Yeah.
And I cannot, in good faith, support Carisha.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I cannot. She is a Diddy apologist. She is not a girl's girl. And I'm not, like, even down to somebody asked me to speak on a panel and at this thing that this other woman rapper, I love her, she's a legend, I can't even speak on it. Carisha's a part of it. And I emailed them back, I said, Carisha told somebody that she would get somebody else to make them do whatever they want them to do. And she literally has recently talked about it in interviews. I don't think I need to be on the same platform as her. And I think that going forward, I got to be 10 toes down on that. Like, I don't know. People don't like JT, but I don't think Carisha's that likable either because of the way the people she chooses to align with.
I think-
but that's my side. I don't want to keep dragging.
Yeah, I think them, to your point though, I think them breaking apart made us, city girls seemed like girls.
Yeah.
Like they were young, rich girls and, oh, these are the cool girls, you know, we can hang around. Separately, they don't seem like girls on their own.
I was scared of them separately.
Yeah,
Separately,
so-
I feel like they ain't.
I still love my girls. It's a whole deeper realm into the whole city girl breakup and why they went solo and stuff. I just think, like y'all said, I think space was needed because, you know, like I said, because they were declining as city girls. They were working at first, but when my girl came back home, it was a whole different woman and they started declining. But maybe just a little break, just a little, you know, therapy with the two and getting the girls back together And honestly, yeah, the problem was JT went into this whole different, you know, era. She wasn't in the city girl life no more. She was not in the city girl life no more. So it's faded. But let's move on a little lighter. Let's go from my game.
We're going to do one more. We're going to do one more.
We're going to go to Miss Kehlani. My girl just dropped her solo album. We're going to give it a hot or not. 3, 2, 1. Hot. I liked it.
Ooh. And ooh.
Why it's quiet? It was real quiet over there. Bitch, I felt it. It was like hot. Ooh. Hot. Yeah.
I like some songs on there. Kehlani, you my girl. I don't know what to say.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, I'll be honest. So I like the new album. I think that Kehlani, we love you. But I think that 3 months ago, it was a very clear stance on like some of the political stuff that we have going on. And I have noticed that has been wiped to sort of seemingly promote this album. So I went into it understanding that the album was going to be a little lighter. I like Lesbian Kehlani better. I feel like she dropped a lot of the queer messaging in this. Don't mind it. But the song that I was rushing for, it disappointed me the most. So the one with our girl that we spoke so highly of. I didn't like the song with Brandy.
The vocal
I'm sorry.
viral.
Wait, who?
I didn't like
Brandy.
the song with Brandy. That's the one that kind of disappointed me the
I
most.
don't remember hearing Brandy.
But Lil Wayne did some of his best rapping I've ever heard in a while. So that's why I was like, ooh, I don't know. Like I like 4 songs on it though. And one of them being
I can
Folded.
feel that. I like Kehlani. I just think she's a little bit Kehlani-ish. I don't know if she's colorist.
Oh.
Cause she be that's what the kids be saying.
But babe, I don't know.
Yeah,
But
she a little Kehlani. She like bad bitches that look like Kehlani, I guess.
Oh, she dated Victoria Monet. She
That
looked
was
like
a little
Kehlani.
while ago.
They said she was
Folded is
with
about a
SZA.
Victoria Monet.
Is it? They be singing about each other all
She
the
said she
time.
was doing the SZA and not the.
And she dated that one. Kehlani, I don't think she's colorist.
I don't think she.
I think that
Kehlani is.
ultimately-
And then she dated Party Next Door too.
Yeah,
yeah, she dated a few of them. The one boy she went.
070 Shake was a little. K1 was a little.
Well, you know,
in between there.
when it comes to lesbian relationships, well, I'm biased, so I this kind of skips me. But we typically date people that look like us. Like, I'm just letting you know. Like most of the women that I've dated, either they're like a thicker version of me, or they look exactly like me.
That's
It's just
so
weird.
funny to me.
But yeah, I don't hate Kehlani. Y'all know I really love Kehlani, and I think she's one of the best songwriters of
I
that
can
era.
get with that though, because she has been a lot quieter.
Yeah.
She
But
was
it has
real,
been like for me, I think that threw me off because I was expecting the clean version or whatever. But I was like, dang, I kind of like when you on your raunchy side a little bit more. This was very.
Do you think it was for Grammy season? Because
I
she
think
finally got
I
one.
think it was very sellable. Like I think it was very like, oh, this is a clean, good R&B album. People was like, well, what made you think that she took the political stuff off? I said that people don't like R&B and politics. They don't.
Yeah,
Well,
people
don't
don't
like
really like their artists political. Really,
Politicking either.
She might get flagged too.
But a lot of people are, though. A lot of people are. And also, too, again, this brings me back. We're getting flagged. So make sure if you see us, you comment and you do what you got to do so we can trick the algorithm.
yeah,
Yes,
talk
yeah.
back to us.
Yeah, we have some other things to get into. So shout out to Kehlani. Congratulations on your Grammy and wishing you well and success. I like the album. Where I say it's your self-title, so this your self-share. Work your Beyonce.
Yeah, I'm going to listen to it, though.
You do it, girl.
So today's Get Free segment, I wanted to pose some questions to the ladies. My first question would be, what would you tell yourself about your younger self about love and safety?
In the words of the RuPaul, the icon RuPaul, if you can't love yourself, then how the hell you gonna love anybody else? But no, in real time though, for real. Yeah, for me, it'll only be to love and find security within yourself. Because in my personal opinion, I think that's just how I grew up. Like growing up, like I've just learned to love and like care for myself versus reaching out for other people to do it and they don't meet my expectation for it. So in my personal opinion, like I would tell my younger self or any of the younger audience out there is to find love and safety and security within yourself before you go find it from anybody else. Because you have to know the type of love and safety you need. Because not everybody can do it
Yes, that's
realistically.
true.
So that's what I would tell my younger self. Love and security within yourself.
I would tell my younger self, be who you are for your pride. No, for real. But no, I would tell my younger self, I think a lot of my journey to self-discovery, I guess I was lucky. My mom always tells people, Naya kind of always knew who she was. Like, she was like, if Naya say she gonna do something, she gonna do it. If she say she ain't gonna do something, she ain't gonna do it. But I got a lot of pushback when I was younger about being too loud or wanting to be a creative or what I wanted to see. And so I began to question if
Who you were.
Yeah, if this is right. So I would tell people who, if you like yourself and you love yourself already, that is okay. Fuck them people. They could be wrong. For real. Because like, the journey to get back to myself, sometimes I grieve that. Like, I'm creating now, and maybe it's by divine purpose that I had to learn some things, but I could have been doing it way earlier because I always wanted to do it anyway. But then I had to, this is how you're supposed to be an adult. This is how you're supposed to be a grown woman. This is how you're supposed to do that. So if you feel like you fall outside the lines, that's okay, because who built those lines in the first place? Maybe they were never even built to consider you. So if you love yourself, you feel like you're comfortable with yourself, work on evolving that person versus changing that person.
That's really nice. Oh, I guess it's my turn. Yeah, when I wrote this question, I didn't realize I'll be on the episode. Love and safety. I feel like much like you, I grew up, like my family would tell you like, oh, she always knew who she was. But I feel like because of what people expected me to be, I didn't like step into my power the way I wanted to. Like I've always, like me being carefree as an adult is a resistance from being like an adultified child. And I'll say this because just to understand me, you have to know my backstory. My mom had me when she was 16. My dad went to prison at 18, 19 years old. And he was in prison for 27 years. So to understand me as a person would understand that by 22 years old, my mom had 4 kids and I was the oldest. So I led my life up until I was like 21, till I graduated from college, trying to do everything the right way and trying not to like let my circumstances become me.
Yeah.
Like I was molested by lots of different family members. Like a lot of things happened to me when I was in my youth and younger, but I just like kind of suppressed it so that it wouldn't take over me. And I realized that, you know, I would tell younger me to like not suppress my emotions, understand when I am being violated and I don't have to take it just because of, that's family or that's the way you were raised or whatever. Because ultimately, I never really had a issue with self-love. I felt like people kind of like try to
manufacture those issues.
Like they tried to make their issues mine. Even the issues that I was facing, like they tried to make it burden me. And when I didn't let it burden me, they would do more. So like, for example, like when I was going to college, people would say stuff like, oh, you don't need to go to Clark Atlanta because your mom can't afford it or whatever. Oh. You should stay home and help her. My mom was 16 when my mom had thing, but I was smart and I knew ways that I could pay. Like I knew I would be in marching band. I knew I would probably get a scholarship. I might not be able to afford $30,000 a year, but I had adults telling me to stay home and help me take care of my mom and my siblings versus going on my journey. And I remember almost not going and almost not moving to New York and going back to Savannah and almost not doing these things. And I just would say when it comes to safety and self-love, understand that sometimes the people who say they love you, if they're making you feel uncomfortable or you're having to change who you are to get their love, that's not love. And yeah, and it's okay to love yourself obnoxiously, even if other people don't think you should. You don't have to change that just because of how they feel about it. And I feel like I struggle with that a lot. And yeah, I could be here all day talking about my life story, but one thing I really realized is like I remember so many people my mom's age. You gotta think, me and my mom only 16 years apart. Right. So these women were like 34, 35, probably not even 40, telling me as a young girl getting ready to start her life to stop. And they were so convincing that I almost did, but then I had to realize like even people giving you advice, young girls are not always in your best interest. And when it comes to love, these older guys, when they want y'all, they don't just want y'all. They want your youth and your mind. Run,
girl. I feel like we're two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, we have a lot in common.
Oh my God, because my family held me to a lot. I think the difference is you pushed through, and there were points where I absolutely didn't. Like they made it my responsibility.
And I mean, even though I pushed through, I think I had like a lot of like issues that came out over time. Like even in business, like the way I like could conduct myself, sometimes I've had to like adjust it. So I mean, it happens.
I get very hawkish with business. I had to tone it down. But even like how you were like,
we might be
I didn't start wearing colored hair because I was an adult, because my dad was training me like to get a job one day. I always tell people I was the most professional 7th grader I've ever met. Like, why the fuck am I worried about this? I can't work. Like,
yeah.
So much of the things I wanted to do, they were like, you shouldn't because of this
and because of that.
Figuring out this and your responsibility to that. Like, I remember in college, everybody would be talking about, they were ready to go home because, their family gonna cook and stuff. My mama and brother are coming up to me because until I left, I did the cooking. Like, not just you know how when you young, you gonna bring a little stuff. I'm talking turkey, collard greens, fried chicken.
Not in the 7th grade.
Yeah, like, not in the 7th grade, but like in college. But by 15, I was cooking full time, like for my family. Wow. I get out of school, go grocery shopping, I'm cooking. So then by the time I get to college, they're so used to me
doing it that they don't even know.
Yeah, it's
you
like,
don't even know who you are because you big sister, you mother.
Yeah, I'm either going back
home
home to cook, like help the family cook, or my mama and my brother coming up here.
Yeah,
and it just was a different. Like I could see how it made my experience very different. I feel like I was too parentified and like too responsible.
I literally, like I said, being carefree is literally me resisting.
Me too.
And I mean, my life, I'm very mature. People think I'm like, they be like, oh my God, Quanta, you smoke weed and you're so like blah, blah, blah. But they don't realize like how structured I am because that's literally how I was raised. So I can't like go against it, even if it might not look like it. So just to wrap this up with a get free, I would say love the version of yourself that you want to be and not the version that other people see of you.
Yes.
All right, y'all know we cannot leave y'all without the Bizz To Watch. And the
Bizz To
new
Watch.
Bizz To Watch is actually out here in Charlotte. It is called Saint and Society.
Saint
It is
and
a
Society.
Black and Latina owned jewelry store. So if you guys are into the jewelry, if you guys are into the jewelry and stuff like that, definitely make sure you guys go check them out. Support your local Black businesses. So shout out to Saint and Society. We'll be stopping by soon to get a little stuff. Don't worry, girl. We coming.
We coming, child.
All right, y'all. So y'all know we're gonna wrap it up. We hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. My name is Hazel Harvey. Make sure you follow me on all platforms at Hazel Harvey, except TikTok, which is Hazella Harvey, for all beauty, ballroom, and more. Passing it to the doctor.
It's your girl, Dr. Phoenix Lux, your favorite fantasy baddie, fairy blurred historian. If you are one of the blurry girls, I will be at MomoCon presenting at the end of the month, so you can meet and greet with your girl there. I would love to see my carefree Black girl family out there. You can follow me at Phoenix Lux on all platforms except Instagram, where I am Blurry Love. And last but not least, crazy, sexy, cool, body tea, body gorgeous. Quanta.
So it's me, Q Money, y'all. So again, y'all can follow me at Quanta MC, QUANNAMC on all platforms. Oh, it's May. It's gonna be May. So May, the tour is rolling. The next stop is Philly on May 24th. We're gonna be at One Art Community Center. Y'all, Philly, they bring the girls out every year. The girls, the gays, everybody in between is invited. Come out to Philly. Again, we're keeping the ticket prices low this year so we can keep the experience high. So if you ain't got $10, $20, I don't know what to say, but I'm going to still let you in. So come through to Philly and have a good time. Make sure y'all follow Carefree Black Girl at Carefree Black Girl Inc. on Instagram, CFBG Pod on the Twitters. We ain't really been on there that much lately. And get us on TikTok as well. And y'all, we really need y'all to go to YouTube, watch our videos so we can keep up the engagement. They're trying to shadow ban y'all. We refuse. We can't go down without a fight. So we need y'all drop some comments. We know y'all watching, but we need y'all to drop comments.
Yeah.
Again, even if it's the same 5 people every week, because I know it used to be the same 5 people always comment. It's okay. We need y'all. If you go comment, we appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Until next time. Bye.
Bye.